Okay, look, I'm gonna have to make this quick. I just got a call from the county clerk's office informing me that I can register my motorcycle with the information I have available at the moment. No need to wait for another return receipt. Not that any of that's relevant to you. My name's William Harper. It's October 12th, 2017, Thursday. I'm not a news anchor. I am an aspiring journalist, but I'm not doing a good job. I took all my videos off my YouTube channel. I unlisted them because they're just embarrassing. I don't want people. I do CAD design generally and other engineering related freelance gigs and show business related freelance gigs because I know so many people that do that kind of work. I'm very fortunate to have the opportunities I have. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. Lived here pretty much all my life, and I really want to do this YouTube thing. And I find myself wanting to talk about controversial things frequently. And lately, the most controversial thing's been the president. And there's been a shooting in Las Vegas, which is pretty controversial for some people. A lot of people. Gun laws, background checks, mental health. Those are all topics that get thrown around. We've had hurricanes in Houston, Texas, earthquakes in Mexico. We had a huge hurricane scare in Florida that I guess ended up kind of messing up the Keys, and I think that's what messed up Puerto Rico pretty bad, if I'm not mistaken. Then they've had another hurricane in Puerto Rico. We've got wildfires in California. We've got immigration issues. If you've ever seen the documentary Hypernormalization, you'll understand that this all seems intentional. And I'm going to circle back around on one of the first events I mentioned there, the shooting in Vegas. That happened after I'd had a thought about a potential false flag assassination attempt, or even a real legitimate assassination attempt. And I just want to throw out there that I think about tossing out comments on Reddit and Facebook all the time about the French Revolution in relation to our president. If you don't know, during the French Revolution, as far as I know, people decapitated political elites. If I'm not mistaken, poor people went to wealthy people, and they, as a group, removed them from their households, took them out in the streets, put their heads in guillotines, chopped them off. Now, that's not a perfect description of what happened, but I think about it often, and I think about it more and more often as all this shit keeps on happening in the world. That just, and I've just been talking about America, not even to mention Middle Eastern, African issues. Excuse me. The thought just occurred to me, and I think it's worth sharing, that Donald Trump is in the demographic that I think is most at risk for committing violence in America. I'm sure Fox News fans would disagree with me. Fox News fans, I happen to live with one. She was watching Fox News last night. Tucker Carlson was talking about black on black crime in relation to the anthem, and I guess gun control is going to try to bring that into it. Obviously, not addressing the real issues here. Or maybe to him that seems like the real issue. But as far as I can tell, there's just some serious misrepresentation occurring in programs like Fox News shows, Tucker Carlson, the right wing. They just seem to very cleverly change the subject, miss points, misrepresent things to make things fit their narratives. The suicide occurs most commonly in older white males in America, probably the whole world over. If I'm not mistaken, particularly in the Midwest, you have a lot of lonely old white men, apparently with guns, nothing better to do and nothing to do, just be sad, and they blow their head off, living alone. That happens all the time, as far as I know. And that's scary because I consider myself to be a white male, right? And I'm getting older. That's why I'm keeping my beard growing, because I get these white hairs coming in. I just like them to be visible. Remind me I'm fucking getting old. Man. Better act quickly. Donald Trump is at the top of this tier. He is super likely to commit suicide, I believe, especially at this point. You're hearing reports about him being miserable and off his rocker. I think that the desire he has to acquire more nukes is probably part of this weird suicidal complex he has going on, where he hates himself and he hates his life and he hates anybody who doesn't love him, and nobody loves him, so he hates everybody. And he's losing his shit, and he wants to take us all out with him. And I really think that could be a possibility. And it sucks. What do we do about that shit?